he does all the right things. He smiles. He's congenial. He's he's an all-around swell guy on the outward appearance, man. Yeah, he does all the right things around you. And then when you least expect it, you got an axe upside your head. That's how the serial killer does his thing, man. And I like to equate that with the religious institutions or the reverends, okay? Yeah, they talk a good game. Yeah, they tell you what you want to hear. It's a big love fest. I mean, it's a big party in churches now. It's like, man, ain't no discipline involved in most of this stuff, man. It's just a feel good thing, man. Tell you what you want to hear. That's what the preachers do, because if they don't tell you what you want to hear, you will leave the church, and that's money out their pocket. So a lot of them will submit when it comes to doctrine, and they will tell you what you want to hear. All right. And they get paid to do that. So, yeah, they're presenting a facade, man. The whole serial killer facade. Yes, I'm going to smile. I'm going to dance. I'm going to present myself as your best friend. But in actuality, I'm the biggest detriment to yourself, to your soul that there ever has been, man. Yeah. Man, I'm using phenomenally bad grammar on this cut. Phenomenally. It's just late at night. Yeah, man. So basically what we gather from this lesson is all that glitters ain't gold, people. That's all I'm trying to tell you. All that glitters ain't gold. All reverends and all pastors, man, are not crooks. All right? Yeah, I know that's a shock coming from me. I understand all of them not crooks. All Christians ain't hypocrites, man. What I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to make you a better Christian, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man. You can sit through my show, an hour, 2 hours, and then get up without having any hatred or animosity towards me. Congratulations, man. You have made it there. Yeah, you where Jesus said you need to be. Okay? But, to all those people out there that got a grudge against Big Mike, don't like what I'm saying, don't like what I'm doing, and wants bad stuff to happen to me, and you claiming Christianity, guess what? Take your ass back to the drawing board. Yeah, see, this show, it filters out the weed from the what's that, man? The chaff from the grain, or the wheat from the chaff, something like that. I'm not really a Bible babbler, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know all those analogies. Yeah, but basically what I'm doing is, I'm just separating, man, the goats from the sheep. That's what this show does. Let you see who's the real and who ain't, man. That's what it does. Whew. Chaos, man, full of Fizz Ed 2000. For the last show, I'm bringing back some oldies but goodies, man. Some people y'all seen on the show before. We have here Isaiah Davenport. Y'all may remember Isaiah from the Negro show, where we discussed the N-word. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I know y'all remember that. Today we're going to talk about some religious stuff. And I want to ask you, Mr. Isaiah Davenport, man, what is the new religion for 2000? What is the new religion, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody talking about Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, man, but, I mean, what's the real deal as far as what we really put our faith in 2000?
Well, if you think about what religion is a belief system. It is a way of life. It is a way that you choose to live your life in order to reach a higher plane or a higher state of being than your existence is right now. All religions basically are going towards one thing, to basically make yourself closer to a God-like figure. To make things happen out of thought, to be here in an instant, to be there in a second, to have a thought and communicate with everyone else, where your every action is a thought. If we were like that, we would be called gods. From my understanding of what most people think of when they think of gods is that the very thought is action. And if you look at the trends in technology, you will see that is exactly what it's trying to do.
We're basically trying, yeah, I see what you're saying with the technology, man. We're doing things that man is not supposed to dabble in. It's like, say, genetics with cloning and basically creating other breeds and strands of, men, and we're tampering with things that only God supposedly is supposed to have dibs on. It's just stuff like that. The technology that we're using.
I'll get to that in a moment. I think it's more important to understand that, to really ask yourself the question, when does it all end? When will my screen be big enough where I will no longer want a big enough screen? The screen will never be big enough until I don't even know that there's a computer screen that I'm looking at. The mouse will never be good enough until all I have to do is look at something and it's selected. The computer will never be fast enough until it can do it as fast as I can think it. Airplanes will never be fast enough until in an instant I'm across the world. That's what technology strives for. It only gets better. It only gets faster until what ends. It will only end when everything that I want to do is a thought. If I came to you couple of hundred years ago and I said, you see this little black box here?
Yeah.
By the power of a special God that I worship, okay?
Right.
I could talk into this box, and someone who's on the other side of the world can hear me. What would you call that?
I would call that heresy, and I'd burn your ass at the stake.
That's magic. That is magic.
It's magic.
When I can talk into something this thin, and anybody can hear me around the world, whoever has another box,
right.
That's magic. When you think of sea voyages that took months to cross the seas, now I can be anywhere on the planet close to within 24 hours in a day. When you have people who center their lives around their pagers and their cell phones, their very daily lives is on computers, email, faxes are accepted as legal documents in court anymore. Even the signature on a fax is considered a legal document anymore. We're talking about something that has become a part of our lives. It is our belief system and the fact that if I have cancer and I go to the hospital, do I just sit down, kneel, and pray, and that's it? I'm basically praying to the latest and greatest technology to help save me. When I lay down before a laser sight with red crosshairs on my chest to give me a dose of radiation, that's not a cross of God shining down upon me. It's technology. When your very life, your existence, and the way that you believe, and basically the things that you go to when you are in most need, a 911 call, that's a religion. That's a belief system. That is a way of life that you are living. It affects your moral values, your judgments, everything.
Oh man, well, hey, check it out, man, because you brought up something. Basically, you're talking about technology, right? And basically, I like to get into how we derived at having these technological advancements. Now, in order to advance technologically, I would believe that one would have to be a heretic in a sense. One would have to be able to transcend and break down barriers. And conventional religion, i.e., of course, the Christian motif, for a long time, they have been a hindrance, as far as I'm concerned, to technology. As far as, with Galileo and, he had a heliocentric should I say, theory about the universe, basically stating that we revolve around the sun, but the church contradicted that and told him that if he went ahead and espoused these heretical, should I say, ideas, they would kill him, and they do some heinous things to him, right? So basically, I want to just get your idea on, as far as, does faith contradict or conflict with reason? And I mean, should we have a balance of faith and reason? Which one? I mean, what are we putting our faith in nowadays? Are we more faith oriented or reason oriented?
That's somewhat of a hard one, because here lately we've been seeing a resurgence of people having faith. All these cookbooks for the soul, and people going to church more often.
I would attribute that to like millennial hysteria.
Shows on about angels, City of Angels, the movie, Angels in the Outfield. All these things that are coming up is some degree of faith or some degree of belief in something other than what they are. Even the recent movie Matrix, I don't think it would have been as big as it was unless people had a belief that there's something higher than what they are now, that they're just not seeing. And once again, it almost went to religious proportions as far as technology.
Shoot. As far as reason, man, because for a long time, I've seen traditional faith and religion basically try and destroy technological advances and try and destroy men who had vision and tried to bring new things to light in the world, man. And I mean, you seem to be a very intelligent individual, as far as technology is concerned. And I was wondering, how would you feel, or how would you handle, put yourself in the shoes of someone during the 1400s, knowing these things, knowing about energy and gravity and electricity, and basically you're dabbling in these things and they're calling you a devil, a demon, man. Well, what's your take on that, man? Do you think religion has a place in the new scheme of things, man?
Religion has a place in the fact that it gives man a higher power than himself.
Right.